Coach, take it away.
Well, first of all, thank you all for being here. Appreciate that. I know we have a lot of fans back there and alums that take an active role in following recruiting, and sometimes I think they know more about it than I do. As I walk in to get a cup of coffee, and 15 people are asking me about all the different players and what's going on with them. And recruiting's changed a lot over the last few years in terms of the public awareness, and as you well know, with all the services and TV, and it's maybe sometimes it gets a little bit ridiculous, but nevertheless, that's the way it is. We're very excited about our class. I'd like to say this, though, that in recruiting, we work very, very hard at our evaluation, how we recruit and what we do. A couple of high school coaches at the national convention, a couple of coaches in Texas said that we ask more about players and we're more thorough than most any coach have ever coaches that they've seen in any program that they've seen. And I'll talk about our evaluation system here in a moment. My players, I think that they tell the story. We talk to them about recruiting, and we talk about the University of Missouri and all the things that we do and all that we have. And then when they come up for a visit, they actually sit down with our players and ask them questions. And we actually, in one of the events that we do in recruiting is we'll actually put all our recruits in with about 15 of our athletes. The coaches leave, and then they get just to ask them anything that they want. And they just do such a great job of telling the truth about our program, what we're about, and what we do. And the class, I think you always look for balance. You always look to hit your positions. I felt we did in every area. I felt real good about that. I think that's important. We got 2 junior college players. Josh Tatum, a linebacker that's in right now in school, and I think an excellent prospect. Joel Harrison, he's in also. He's a safety. We're excited about him. We have 4 high school players that are mid-semester into school right now. Adam, they all went back to sign today too, which is kind of fun for them. Adam Burton, linebacker, Blaine Dalton, Ashton Glazer, and Alex Sanders, a tight end. So all those guys are in school right now, so we're very appreciative of them being here, and really it gets a bit of a jump. That hasn't happened a lot around here. A couple years ago we had a couple players. This year it's 4 and 2 junior college players, and those guys are the guys that certainly are in and going to do a great job. We try to recruit good people. We look for kids that want to be successful, kids that want to make the sacrifices that a student athlete at this level has to have and has to do if they want to be successful academically. They want to graduate from college, they want to be great football players, and they want to win, and they're team players, and that's what we look for. We look for athletes, people that can run, and that's a real, that's just with their speed potential, and that's real important in how we evaluate. I always, in what we do, I hang. People ask, well, how good's a class? Well, I feel about like I've done every class since we've been here. I believe in how we evaluate. We spend a lot of time in our evaluation system, and it's a system a lot different than what a lot of people do. And I don't know whether you'd rank 5th in the nation or 80th in the nation. That really means nothing to me. I believe in how we evaluate kids and how we recruit, and I would suggest that it's working. Okay. So we're excited about these. These guys will leave their mark. All these guys that you're reading about will leave their mark at Mizzou. I always tell the freshmen when they come in every year, I'll tell them this when we have them together for the first time this summer or in August, that they will leave their mark. They're going to be passed the baton on to them, and it's exciting to know that these guys, there's some superstars here, some great players here, some great people that are going to do a great job for Mizzou and as we continue to build our program.
I think in the last week or so, about 4 kids, and if you throw Sheldon in 5, that really came down to the last few days. Did this year get a little closer to signing day before you had everything kind of wrapped up than in the past?
Well, I think so. And sometimes I think some information that's out there, we might with some players know a little bit more what's going on. But certainly, I think it happens a little bit more now around the country. It's the old thing. When a player makes a commitment, is it a reservation or is it a commitment? And unfortunately, we just gotta deal with the environment that we have, and it's a little bit nerve-wracking at times, but certainly I always feel too that I always felt that recruiting always comes out for the best. You focus on the players that you get, and we're real proud of that, and I think the class will do an exceptional job.
And can you address Sheldon and how good a player he is and how important it is to get a kid like that when he's in your state?
Well, first of all, we got him, and he, you know, he's from the state of Missouri. I think we did a pretty good job in the state, and you know, it's a pretty good place to go to school now, I'd suggest. You know, we've averaged 9 wins a year the last 4 years, 5 bowls in 6 years, 4 bowls in a row. Won 3 of our last 4 bowl games. By the way, we're going to graduate one of our seniors. It has one of the highest APR rankings. Our facilities are some of the best in the nation, and you know, we're filling the stadium. And other than that, it's just probably just like an average place. But